What about 20th of November? What if they sentence Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to death by hanging, Chukwekwena, or by firing squad, Chukwekwena, or life imprisonment? Governor Ndubisimba, ona de masokata eze anya, ekpuru nkata n'isugu ya okwu. For the past 2 months in Enugu State, and what if I because our governor they negotiate APC, on they negotiate APC, they are already planning for next election. Managua on Akirika. Somebody should copy this message, send it to the governor of Enugu State. He's my brother. I love him so much, and I have to tell him the truth. And may praise the Governor Peter Mba more for me. Peter Mba currently had a more for me. How many days can Peter Mba spend in Enugu State? Ask yourself, and where run Enugu State in the last 2 months? Governor Peter Mba by APC. Nobody cares about that. Governor Peter Ndubisimba, you are in fact, you are a representative of Ndibo. Enugu is the capital of Igbo land. Have you sat to ask yourself, what about 20th of November? What if they sentence Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to death by hanging, Chukwekwena, or by firing squad, Chukwekwena, or life imprisonment? What are we going to do? Igemekwa election na 2027. Iyero na emeku nune, Governor of Enugu State, Governor of Anambra State, Hope Uzodimma, Alex Oti, Obonni Anwifuru. All of you should cover your faces with shame. I fear no human being. Sonya na atu be kekerowa. Oliver Lukoku sinonya one yana no so. No rada to ya. Ni yori rada go ya. Osi na eme nwata ka emere ibi ya obidi ya mma. With all due respect, I'm going to mention names. Asari Dokubo, Government Tompolo, His Royal Majesty Ateketom, Amayanabo for Kereka. Somebody like a Sunday Iboho, with all due respect, Amayanabo for Kereka. Igwe no Kereka Ateketom. Nde we similar issues with federal government of Nigeria. Their people went to federal government and negotiated. Nobody in Igbo land want to talk about Nnamdi Kanu. Nobody want to talk about the court judgment he obtained. Nobody want to talk about the compensation. Everybody want re-election. Governor Soludo, if you like, you govern Anambra for 50 years. One day, nature is going to retire you. Governor Peter Ndubisimba, if you like, rule Enugu State for 50 years. Nature is going to retire you. And I tell you people one thing. One day, Igbo youths are going to rise against all of you. All of you are selfish. Governor Peter Ndubisimba, you connected to the center. You connected to APC. What are the dividends? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was called in Enugu, I think in 2019. When Governor Ifeanyi Ugwuanyi was there, they told Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to drop Biafra and make demands. He said, okay, before the conversation, make Onitsha a seaport, a proper seaport. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, make Iguacha a seaport, a proper seaport. Construct second Niger bridge. Make Enugu airport, an international airport. Is this too much to ask? Onyo obuna no Enugu mana Peter Mbe birozi na Enugu. I love Peter Mbe so much, man adema atu yegu. Any den toro mmadu ibe megu Chineke were ndom. As the federal government in our governor of Enugu State contract, EJ rehabilitate all the police facilities in Nigeria. Governor of Enugu State is now moving with presidential air force. Governor of Enugu State. Is it not high time to take 1 minute and say, Mr. President, my people, Igbo people are clamoring. They are demanding. They want the unconditional release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Is it too much? I'm Enugu. When if I run Enugu now, As at 6 months ago, Enugu, one of the fastest rising city or state in Africa. Everything is on hold because our governor moved to APC. And we were told that if you go to APC, everything is going to be easy. Governor Peter Ndubisi, but where is your conscience? People of Enugu are lamenting. People are complaining. Soludo na Agboegu, a professor without dignity, a professor without integrity, a professor without shame. Governor Soludo doesn't behave like a professor. On abasi na mmadụ nwe professor, onwe nu stays, onwe composure, or know how to talk. Governor Soludo of almighty Anambra State is turning into a stand-up comedian. Alex Oti, Mazi nnamdi, by the virtue of state and origin, is from Abia State. Governor Hope Uzodimma, Abia ni Imo bụ fiye, anyị niile bụ ndị Igbo. Before 1970, in fact, as at 1976, there were only 2 Igbo states, Anambra or Enugu. Anambra and Imo. Enugu and Abia were created in 1991. Ebonyi in 1996. Atuoma Mazi nnamdi, what are we going to do? Juo onwegi, kebe Sunday Igbo hono, kebe Igwe atekamba warrior no Igwe. Ama enaba for krika. They had similar cases with Mazi nnamdi. Their people came. Sometimes, so about the personality. It's about pride. It's about identity. It's about the people. Every day, but Mazi nnamdi na court. A mayor caricature. Or you know, Fuakwa. For how many years? Our governor in Enugu is flying a presidential jet. Our governor in Enugu is dining with the president, commander-in-chief of the armed forces. Our governor in Enugu is more concerned about the election in 2027. If you win election in 2027, it's remaining 4 years. Before you close your eyes and open it, 4 years will elapse. You are no longer the governor of Enugu State. With all due respect, Mr. Governor.